speaker is Marcelle Allen. Her speech is titled Take Off Those Shades. Marcelle is the Vice President of Public Relations. This speech comes from the Management Manual. It's speech number 5, Delivering Bad News. The time is 5 to 7 minutes. And that's probably appropriate, that sound.
Good afternoon, Toastmasters, and welcome, honored guests. What a beautiful day it is outside, and I am wearing shades to represent my high school graduation. Everybody said, "Your future's so bright, you gotta wear shades." Well, the future generations are not quite so bright, according to certain statistics, so brace yourself for some bad news and some scary statistics, but it will get better towards the end. According to the Wellness Family Summit, for the first time in centuries, the current generation of children is expected to have a shorter life expectancy than their parents did. We are seeing record rates of obesity, cancer, heart disease, diabetes, and autoimmune problems, and things appear to only be getting worse. So our children's future isn't so bright. Having been somebody who's laid 2 very important people to rest this year, the death cycle sucks, but it's real. And a lot of you, your children, you may have to put them to rest, according to that statistic. And it's one of the most frightening pieces of bad news that I can imagine. And with that, I'm going to back it up with a couple statistics. And this room, you guys look pretty healthy out there, and I know a lot of you are smart, healthy people. 7 out of 10 adults are considered overweight or obese. For the first time in history, there are more people suffering from obesity than from malnutrition. Obesity in children has tripled in the last 30 years. There are 2 million deaths a year related to weight and obesity issues. That's a lot of death. Death is not fun. I want to talk to you not just about the health issue, but the advertising issue. Many of you know I have a social media advertising business. I love what I do. I love that technology has the power to get information out there quickly. I do not like the fact that the advertising industry has spent, on average, every year, $4.2 billion for fast food ads. A quarter of that, $1.6 billion, goes directly to target your kids. And I was one of these victims, I would say. I still drive through McDonald's and Arby's, and I had Taco Bell about a year ago. So, unfortunately, the advertising from when I was a kid, you drive through the drive-up lane and you order your McDonald's Happy Meal, and now they've got jingles, "Oh, I'm loving it." Well, I'm not loving it, folks. I think it's crap. And I think you probably think so too. But the problem of all the obesity and the health issues, it's not your fault. It's not like you wake up and think, "Oh, I'm just going to go eat some disgusting food." You've been programmed, right? On average, we see 10,000 advertisements a year for these fast food companies. And it's just makes my stomach turn. And 95% of fast food ads are junk food focused. So 5% are healthy, apple, milk, whatever. Another frustrating thing for you political folks out there is there's been spent $175 million to hide this problem, right? So it's political, it's not just health. There's a lot of money going around from this industry. I don't understand it fully, but I know that it's there. And what it affects our coworkers in our industries is $30 billion a year in lost productivity from our coworkers. "Oh, I've got back pain. Oh, I've got to go to the hospital. I broke my knee." Different things that affect our ability to come to work and be a productive citizen. So that's kind of unfortunate. And then $1 trillion by 2030 is expected on how much it's going to cost society as a whole. So you all may out there be like, "I'm healthy, I'm fit, I go to the gym." Well, it's still going to cost you at the end of the day. It's still going to cost your taxes, and the fact that your friends and family may die sooner than they should, that's kind of upsetting. Turning the corner, some momentum for some good news. Now, I'm a pretty optimistic person, many of you know that, and it was the entrepreneurial spirit that got us in this trouble, right? These creative capitalists are like, "Oh, how can we sell more? How can we create this fast food economy? How can we do this?" And a speaker I know online had said, "The entrepreneur spirit created this problem, and it will also be the same spirit that will solve it." So there's hope, a little bit of hope. and I wanted to share a couple more things about a company that is basically taken on the face of obesity, right? Because it's not going to come from the government. It's not going to come from the healthcare system. They basically are just putting Band-Aids on it, giving you drugs, for your depression, or they're not really doing too much proactive stuff. But there are some people, some entrepreneurs that are also seeing the opportunity because people do want healthy food. And this one company called Marcelle in particular is they want to be the #1 healthy fast food company. So they're creating these nutritional products that are healthy, that are fast, they're quick, they're grab them and go. And part of their, if you think about the McDonald's Happy Meal, they're bribing you to get a toy, right? So this company is also bribing you to help children. I'm all for it because at the end of the day, it's business and people are motivated by bribes. And they're doing this thing called Project 10 Kids. And I recently got challenged to do this, and that's why I'm here talking about it. Recently, my friend was like, she was telling me about it. I'm like, but I'm not obese. I can't help. Sure, I know advertising, but I'm not. She's like, but are you healthy? No, right? So the debate on am I fully nutritious, right? And I was like, no. And then I went to the gym recently, and 28.7% body fat. Me, I'm thin, but I'm weak, right? So physique is not a full representation. It's are you healthy? So with that, she challenged me to gain 10 pounds of muscle. And once I do that, I will be able to donate 30 meals to children, these healthy, nutritious, delicious meals to children. So today I'm going to share with you an advertisement that I did pay for you to read. And it can't even compare to the 10,000 pieces of ads you've seen over the years. But I want to encourage you to look at it, consider it. And the challenge is to either challenge somebody to lose 10 pounds or to gain 10 pounds of muscle. So whatever would be more relevant, I challenge you, my Toastmasters family, to consider this. I would love to help you, coach you through it. I'm going to pass out a flyer where you guys can grab one, and I will follow up with people later. But it's something that I never thought I would be one of these people that's like, yeah, let me talk about health and fitness because it's fun. Well, it's important, and the death process totally sucks. Literally, I was at the headstone place the other day at the funeral home, and it was awful. And I don't think any of us wake up thinking, oh, I might have to put my spouse down or my children. Ooh. So I encourage you, look at my little flyer, follow up with me later, but know that it was our creativity that got us here, and it is our creativity that will take us somewhere else. Thank you.
That's the same as Body by Bye,
Yes.
right? My friend was having me drink some of that stuff.
There you go.
It was actually pretty tasty.
Right?
But thank you, Marcelle. So now I'm going to introduce